Well, the DIY Street Fair is back, celebrating its 15th year now. The festival is taking place this coming weekend. It's happening in Ferndale, and joining us now to tell us about it is the artistic director and the co-founder, Krista Johnson. So good to have you here with us this morning.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about what you brought with you.
We have 150 artists at the DIY Street Fair. It celebrates everyone with a do-it-yourself spirit. So this is just a fraction of the art that in the crafters and the makers that are there. For instance, Altered Notions, Beth Jensen, she takes these vintage tea and biscuit tins and she makes these statement necklaces and jewelry out of them. I just love them because they're so unique and each earring is just a little bit different. For example, we've got Jessica Montague tile work and candles by JKM Soy Candles, the woodworker of Chromatoform. He makes furniture, just brought some of his smaller pieces today. And David Vintage, he has two mantras, Detroit is back and Detroit never left. So we have some of his streetwear and some of his automotive inspired bags, and he has this whole huge line of very cool streetwear.
So much unique, so many unique items.
And like you said, Krista, this is just a fraction of what they have. We know so many of those big name brands like to brag that their things are handmade. In this case, it's going to be the real deal, handmade, and a lot of times by local artists.
It is. Actually, it's really wonderful to be able to connect artist to audience and audience to artist. When you wear a piece of jewelry or if you put somebody's illustration or painting on your wall, you remember that interaction that you had with that artist. It brings that extra joy into your home and every time that you use or look at their product. So we are really supportive of local artists. It really makes a difference in your neighbors' lives.
Yeah, and obviously this has been going on for 15 years, so it's grown throughout the years. What can people expect this year that might be a little bit different than last year or the year before?
Well, every year we have incredible bands that play with us. We have Ted Leo and Joe Hertler and the Rainbow Seekers and PJ Western. We have a huge line of craft breweries, craft cocktails and wine, and food trucks and a ton of art. We keep 40% of our artists every year are new to our street fair. We have a lot of our old favorites every year that people love to see, but it always is fresh with those new artists as well.
Yeah, I know it's early, but we've been talking a lot on the show about holiday shopping. This will be a great opportunity to go get those things that you're not going to find in your local stores.
Absolutely. People really save their holiday shopping for the DIY Street Fair. Everything, all the maps and everything is on our website, FerndaleDIY.com. And this event was really born out of the 2008 financial crisis. People were losing their jobs and selling their artwork on the side to make ends meet, and we have just continued that tradition of individual empowerment. And some of these vendors have opened their own brick and mortar stores, and they've taken their art as their career. So we love supporting them, and we hope you come out and do the same.
Yeah, and I love that you've added, like, you can sip and dine and snack. So like maybe if your husband or your wife or your significant other doesn't want to necessarily, you could drag them along and they can have some fun too while you shop.
As we just heard, it's going to be a beautiful weather weekend, tank tops during the day, hoodies at night, and so it's going to be a gorgeous day in Ferndale.
And there's a lot of other attractions too, just aside of the aesthetics and seeing all this beautiful work. There's things to buy as far as food and also music, things to check out, right?
We have a huge array of food selections with our food trucks, and like I said, tons of art and music, and it's all free, and beer, wine, and cocktails. You have to bring your wallet for those, and it's a free event, so we have you save it for the art and the food and the drinks.